Yo, yes now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. Let me see if I got volume. 1 second.
Making a move goes beyond dancing.
Goes beyond dancing. Goes beyond dancing. Alright, clearly we got volume. Alive and Well. That's the first track of the 18-track reissue of the debut album by Rise Against. Okay? Bro, we got any Rise Against fans in the building tonight? I've never delved into this band with depth, but I am aware of a couple of their songs from back in the day. I think I heard one of them on the Tony Hawk soundtrack, and I sort of had a listen to a couple of tunes from there on. Very emotive music, at least. That's where they go, right? So this is going to be interesting. I've never seen this album artwork before, so maybe it's not a fan favourite, so to speak, but we always start at the start. Alive and Well, track number 1. Let's jump straight in, people. Shout out to all the Rise Against fans out there. This one's for you. Let's see what I think. Some short tracks on this. Very good, very good. So we definitely got a borderline hardcore record, I reckon, with songs at 1 minute 37, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 4, 1 minute 27. This is quite surprising. 1 minute 36. This is quite surprising, because the Rise Against I've heard is of a later date where they sort of delved into a little more song structure. And don't get me wrong, that's more than definitely going to be on this record because the roots will be here, right? But I didn't know they started with the short. You know what I mean? Here we are. I mean, surprisingly hard to play with such ferocity, speed, and keep a melody at the same time, you know, especially in this punk rock fashion. Who does it sound like? It sounds a little bit like... that harsh vocal sounds a bit like someone. Who is it? Like New York hardcore band, but I can't put my finger on who I'm thinking of. That was good. Yeah, that was good. It was an interesting start for the record because I didn't know what I was going to be expecting. I'm still trying to put my finger on who he sounds like when he goes into that harsher vocal. I wonder. Let's keep going. We've got My Life Inside Your Heart coming up next, alright? There's Rocksteady Kingdom Pit TV. We're delving into Rise Against for the first time tonight. I don't know any of the tunes on this record. I'll tell you that now. This one's entitled My Life Inside Your Heart. So even when they've got this punk rock attitude and sort of driving straightforward sound, there's still some degree of poeticism within the titles of the tunes at the very least, you know. It's not back to basics like you'll get with punk rock bands. So let's go. A little bit of melody, yeah? Quality distorted bass on this. Nice. I like that stutter. This guy says, I wouldn't say it's their best song, because it isn't. You know what? I'm surprised they didn't open with that as opposed to the first one. That would have been a better opener, because that would have just been straight to the magic from the get-go. That was really good. That was really good. Chorus. I mean, look at it, 3 minutes, 3 seconds. It's writing 101. Really good. Really good. When they got onto the later albums, did they cut out the short stuff and just go straight to the songwriting stuff? I assume they would do, right? Why wouldn't they? Because they're really good at that. The one thing I remember from the tidbits I've heard of this band is they can put a real chorus together. Really good. Anthemic. We've got Great Awakening coming up next, track number 3. I mean, what more can I say? It was brilliant stuff. Really good. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Rise Against, the Unraveling. That's what we're listening to today. The last track was a banger. We're back onto the short now. 1 minute 36. Let's go. You know who I think it sounds like, right? Sick of It All. Sick of It All. I was trying to work it out in the last couple of songs. Who does he sound like when he does his harsh vocals? Sick of It All. Red Gold Green Dub says, good song to be honest. Nice. Smoshing. The drummer is built for the job. The drummer is built for the job. The drummer is a fantastic punk rock drummer. Really good. I mean, you know, not strictly punk rock in a traditional sense, but does everything that drummer needs to be doing right about now. You know what I mean? I mean, a bit of rock and roll here and there, you know where I'm coming from. Not in that traditional sense, but, you know, there's more talent involved in your traditional punk rock. Yeah, really good. 6 Ways Till Sunday is coming up next. I'm enjoying this record. This is going to be a very easy listen, alright? Yes, now, bless now, don't forget Rest Now, track 4 of 18. We're listening to the reissued debut of Rise Against, the Unraveling it's entitled. It's been good so far. This one's 6 Ways Till Sunday. Let's jump in. Very pop punk, this one. Yo, does anybody want me to do some title fight after this? Might do a bit of I've never jumped into title fight. Should we do title fight? I mean, this sounds crazy, but on this one in particular, I had a little bit of Less Than Jake. A little bit of Less Than Jake, you know, which is a bizarre crossover, but tell me if I'm going mad on that. Tell me if I'm going mad on that. Do you not think? Come on. Revolution. Little fade up. This is a quality record. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm enjoying. This is good music. These dudes can put a good song together. Most definite. 401 Kill is coming up next. I'm looking forward to hearing what comes up next. This isn't going to be a problem. This is not going to be a problem. Sometimes I get bored listening to records, but you know what I mean. Even with 18 numbers, I know it's going to be consistently good. 401 Kill is the title of this next one. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. 401 Kill is the title of this one. Let's jump in. Come on. Come on. Slowest tempo on this one. It sucks coming back to the indie punk roots of Rise Against and seeing their industry shills now, lol, says Frogger John. I mean, debatably, I never looked at this band as a band that had anything controversial to say, anything striking to say. I mean, I don't know this band that well, clearly, But as far as the people who like the band or lack of, like I'm not around any crowds of people who are that into Rise Against the Machine. Rise Against the Machine, have you heard me? You know what I mean, right? And you know, from what I have heard, politically speaking, they don't really go full out punk rock, do they? So as far as industry shows are concerned, yeah, of course, they won't get signed by a major label if they are not serious to say, you know. One thing I appreciate the band is that they let the bass guitar come out of the woodwork quite regular. You don't get that often. You know, a lot of bands try to disguise the fact they've got a bass guitar as if like they don't even want him in the band. But this band, Rise Against, is letting that bass guitar sing. I've heard that tune, Paper Wings. I've heard that one. Swing Life Away. I must have heard back in the day. I definitely heard that one. Prayer of the Refugee. I've heard that. I think I played that one on a Guitar Hero back in the day. Am I right in saying that? Yeah, that's a banger. That Hand of Blood. Bullet for My Valentine. Hand of Blood. Come on. That was 4-0-1 kill. Not a bad tune. I feel the band works a little better when they're a bit faster. You know what I mean? Ramp up the speed a little bit. Arguably the weakest one on the record so far, but it's not bad. The ceiling is still incredibly high. The Art of Losing is coming up next. That track number 6. All right. I'm looking forward to this one at 1 minute 51. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, the woman that I would try is happy with a good guy. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. Track numero 6 of 18, The Unraveling. Rise Against, that's who we're listening to. Let's jump in. 1 minute 50, come on. Here we go. Who's moshing? I'm not Where we going? Where we going? Very subtle, but I like the high end on that guitar. Just ringing that high end. That's how I like to play punk chords. I like to bar chord them as opposed to playing power chords, and I can hear just a little jangle of that high end there. I think he does sound a bit like Luke Collier. That's his name, isn't it? Luke Collier. Collier, perhaps. Decent tune. First time we've actually heard like a proper tempo change of BPM in the song. So that was a first there. We had a little bit of call and response through that one as well. Not too bad, not too shabby. Track number 7 coming up at 1 minute 18. If we don't have too much to say about this next one, we'll do 2 in 1, alright? So Remains of Summer Memories is the title coming up. Okie dokie. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. This could be the shortest track on the record coming up at 1 minute... Ooh. Yeah. Oh no, we've got 1 minute 4, 3-day weekend. That's crazy, that. Remains of Summer Memories is the title of this one. I'm trying to flesh this material out a little bit more so by giving a little bit of a warm-up, a little bit of a, little bit of a build-up to this one. Is it going to be a really fast one? How's it going to work out at 117? How's this band going to make this work? Because this is a band that works a little bit better in the longer form. When they can throw a chorus in, that's it. That's this band's sound. Remains of Summer Memories. Let's go.
All these days revolve around my cherish. The commands of my heart faces what
When they throw it into the major key, I hear this Less Than Jake style. I hear this Less Than Jake.
fingerprints on my heart. And how can I breathe when fear chokes my every breath?
This was put out on Fat Records, which is crazy. Fat might put this out.
Can't balance 6 inches from death. Now
On a side note, it's kind of mad getting put out of the label of another artist purely as they're never really going to want you to be as big as them. Let's be real. You know what I mean? It's going to be rare that the artist is going to be like, oh yeah, I want this band to blow up more so than myself. So I think they could actually sort of smother your flame, so to speak, in some regards if you were to do that, take that route. If it gets you through the door though. Maybe everyone's not a hater like I am, alright? Bro, they're selling CDs, £15.55 in additional fees. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. For £5 more, you can buy the record. That was Remains of Summer Memories. You know, all things considered, it's not the band's best song. Purely is they work better when they write a longer tune. Let's be fair. That's the truth, isn't it? Which, judging by time frame, 3 minutes 13 for the next one, the title track. I know we've got a good one. I'll see you there, all right? Yes. Now, bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Rise Against, the Unraveling. Okay, the reissued record. So I'm sure it's remastered to some extent. Jeez Louise. The Unraveling, this is the title track, alright? Track 8 of 18, so we've still got a distance to go. I know this is going to be a good one. I think Rise Against work their best whilst they are in this time frame of song. Let's go. Some ridiculous sounding bass guitar, right?
And all these things that we've done together keep unraveling apart. And the light that used to burn so bright now is dark. With fingerless time we set fire to the bridges that remain. And I'm wading through the current now. Drown with the flood of the tears that have been wept. When I scream to the sky, now you are not.
I think it's the same vocalist, right? There's a harsh vocal and a clean vocal. It's got to be the same dude, right? Because we're layering them here.
If you think that your words will ever make a difference, think again and carry on. 'Cause the weight behind the hand that holds lost is strong. There is sound in the roar of 1,000 bleeding cries. And all these things that we talk together, the sound of their tongues being bitten is all I hear. As we fire at the whites of their eyes, dance on ashes of the world. As we drown in the flood of the tears that have been wept, with their tongues being bitten is all that I can hear. As I scream to the sky, I'm in you now. Can you feel this truth now? Unraveling. Will you chase the burning sun into the sea?
You know what? I would say that was the worst track on the record. I was very, very unimpressed by that one. They work better when they're faster. That just felt like we were just sort of grinding away. It was a filler track. It was unfortunate. That was a filler track to me. That wasn't the best one they had. Some people would disagree looking at the comments. I've really enjoyed this record as of so far. That was a bit bland to me, in all honesty. We've got Reception Fades coming up next. Hopefully we get back on the straight and narrow. It's got the least views, so I've got high hopes still. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to the Unraveling by Rise Against. Reception Fades is the title of this one, and it's sitting at 2 minutes 10 seconds long. Track number 9 of 18. Let's go. Halfway.
In the end, whatever the hell I
It's a healthy record, right?
through with it, it's gonna blow a hole this wide straight through the world's own idea of itself. They're throwing bottles at your house. Come on, let's go break their arms.
Most of the weight of the panning is on the left hand side. Right hand side, as far as how the mixing's concerned, could do with a little more of a beef up, I think. Or it might be my headphones. Pretty cool when it kicked into it. Wasn't the greatest song on the record. I don't know where the sample came from. Have we got a reference to the sample? Nah. Doesn't seem it's the people's favourite as well. We got 3 comments on this one. Brad Sims says this song should have millions of plays, alright? Maybe it should. Maybe it should. Anyway, we're going to move onwards. Stained Glass and Marble sitting at 1 minute 36. My apologies. Coming up next. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Rise Against. Stained Glass and Marble is the title of this one. Great taste, 98 calories apparently. Full of shit. The official camera of fun. GoPro, let's go. Fast. I mean, the song might change what I'm about to say here, but some Ray Lockhart 333 says basically a punk rock sold. No way, no way. This man's got nothing to do with System of a Down. What's all that about? So this is their most punk rock album, apparently. They went more melodic and alt rock after this. That was Stained Glass and Marble. Powerhouse, fast number, very hardcore punk. Let's keep going, ever changing. I just seen something about Apple putting out some ski goggle looking VR headsets, so people wearing them in public. Yuck. Ever changing is the title. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This one's, I already know this one's going to be a good one. We got a little boost here. Got a little bump in the numbers. Let's keep going. Yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. Ever Changing is the title of this one. Must be a good one. 309,000 views on this one. It's a long one. Arguably the longest on the record. Is that right? 3 minutes 47. It is the longest track on the record. Let's see what they got in store. Track 11 of 18. We're listening to the Unraveling.
In the face of change, that's when she turned to me and said, I'm not sure anymore. And now, amidst the waves,
A bit like Taking Back Sunday, you know.
the blanket the year before, watch my life for just shame. Now the lights are drawn, is this feeling gone? Best parts of this have come and gone, and now that is all this is. And with the reasons, we'll spend another year without direction, full of fear, and now things will be different. There's nothing simple when it comes to you and I. Always something in this ever-changing life, and it probably always will. And now the time is getting harder to come by. Same arguments are always on our mind. Kill this slowly fading light. Now the lines are drawn, is this feeling gone? The best parts of this have come and gone, and now that is all there is.
Brilliant jangly guitars there, fantastic. The band sounds really good with the high end on them calls.
And with the reasons, we'll spend another year without direction, full of fear, but now things will be different. And now something has kept me here too long, and you can't leave me if I'm already gone. Well, now something has kept me here too long, and you can't leave me if I'm already gone. Now let's say that something has kept me here.
This is a band that does acoustic songs really well as well, right? Rise Against themselves have put out an acoustic version at 649,000 views. More than double the amount of views the original's got. Can you believe it?
Too long, and you can't leave me if I'm already gone.
What a voice.
Now sides we break the same mistake. We're always hanging on, break the promises. We're always leaning on all this time spent waking up. Get this line of plan, you get this call from you. Make the words that keep me coming back to you. Now this time it's all different. Now something has kept me here too long, and now I'm gone.
That was really good. In the tone of his delivery in this one, there was an air of emo, which was a sign of the times, really, because this was put out in 2005. Apparently, you know what I mean. That's what the copyright states in the description. So if that was the case, a lot of bands are like that, giving the whole breathy sort of maungy approach to the vocal line. And you could hear it seep out in that track. That was a really good one. That was a good tune. I don't need to go into much more depth. I like that one. That was good. Sometimes Selling Out is Giving Up. Is the next one. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Man, we got a crazy couple coming up, alright? This one is going to be 1 minute and 9 seconds long. And the next one is 1 minute and 3 seconds long. If I got enough to comment on, I'll do both of them in one sitting because, hell, I know this is like punk rock 101, but if you want a reaction, I want to give you a bloody reaction to some degree, alright? Let's just jump in. Sometimes Selling Out is giving up, people. Here we go.
Trying to make a difference, but what the fuck?
Someone says it's kind of ironic. Couple of comments on this band Selling Out. Couple of comments. What do you think? What do you think?
Did you go wrong? Lying to all the names and faces that have been
Punchy kick drum there, eh?
How can you ask me to just forget all the lessons and the words you said? How can you ask me to just forget? Deny the promises you made, the things you said that you hold dear.
There's some kick drum in there, eh? Some power. Blasting. Let's keep going. 3-day weekend. Track number 13. Let's go. Bulldog Hartle said 3 years ago, best song on the net. That's a crazy statement. Ugh. Here we go. They could have doubled that up. They could have doubled that up. It didn't feel like it was finished. Didn't feel like it was finished. They could have doubled that one up. I didn't have much to say about that 3-day weekend. Bit of a filler, you know what I mean? Bit of novelty with it being as short as it was. We've got 1,000 Good Intentions coming up, which will be track number 14, alright? Yes, now, bless. Now, don't forget the rest. Now, the Unraveling is what we're listening to tonight. Track 14 of 18. This one's entitled 1,000 Good Intentions. Let's jump straight in. Come on now.
It's all the same thing now that it ever was, except now you've strayed too far. Need you to stop digging your hole and follow the path we like. Don't need an invitation to be reconciled, 'cause these old vows are burning. Stare into your empty eyes and wonder how could something so right work and not so wrong. Spend your time making excuses for the ways of life that you won't choose. And how could something so right work and not so wrong. But you're exactly where I am. The more we organize, we suck out this life that surges the fuel behind. You wanna take the passion in my veins, put it down in black and white. You got your foot directly on the gas. I watch you burn out so fast. Now I can see just what you've become. And how could something so right turn out so wrong? I don't have a backup plan. This is all that I am. And how could something so right turn out so wrong? But you're exactly where I am. One thousand good intentions, lost transition, lost forever. One thousand good intentions, lost transition, lost forever, lost. And how could something so right turn out so wrong? I don't have a backup plan. This is all that I am. And how could something so right turn out so wrong? But you're exactly where I am. Where I am.
Best bit about that one was the backing vocals. The backing vocal melody, that was my favourite bit of that one. I mean, what can we say? It wasn't a standout track, but it was just as consistent as everything else we've heard. It was good. It was just really good. This is just such an incredibly consistent record and sound. I'm sure this exists throughout the band's discography. I mean, they might, write a few more hooks and choruses down the line, but I think it all works out well, yeah? There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Weight of Time is the title of this one. 2 minutes long. Let's jump in. Track 15 of 18. Here we go. Dan J says fraud. Why is he saying that? Come on. Heavy. Heavy. That was Weight of Time. That was like one of two songs on this record where we've had a tempo change. At least we've gone half time, We don't see that too frequently with this band, so it's nice to hear from time to time. That was Weight of Time. It wasn't a bad tune. We're going to continue on moving on with Faint Resemblance coming up next. Alright, track number 16, which leads us to the end of the record, really. So let's have a look at how many views before we move onwards, yeah? 104 views, so they might not be finishing on too big a high, but we're going to do the bonus tracks that have been thrown on for the reissue as well, alright? So I'll see you then. Yes, now, bless now, don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Faint Resemblance is the title of this one. It's track 16 of 18. I assume it would be the last track, given we weren't listening to the reissued reboot of the album, because we have two bonus tracks on here. So let's find out what they may have ended the debut album with. This was rewritten apparently for a Ghost Note Symphonies. Anybody want to fill me up on that? Come on. they power chords or are they octave chords? Or is it 2 in 1? What we got going on? Is it power chord with the additional octave on the top? Power chords now. What was crazy that if that was the last track of the record, we finished on a breakdown. And I think that was the only like real breakdown we've had on the record, which was quite an interesting way to polish it off. It was very heavy finish. I'm going to do both of these bonus tracks at the same time. Join the Ranks and Gefsemen, if that's how it's pronounced. So I'll see you there on that flip side, people, okay? There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. We're finishing off the record, The Unraveling. We're going to do both of the bonus tracks at the same time. So we've got Join the Ranks at 1 minute 27. And then, apologies if I mispronounced it, Gefsemen or something like that. Which is the last track. And then we're going to rate this record out of 10 and we'll talk about everything else. But somebody's commented saying, it took me a couple of tries, but I found this from the Chris Reagan video. The cringiest song ever made. Don't know if he's referencing this tune at all or what, but who cares?
With your eyes, graves and hands that explain to me the details of your God-given right. You put your finger in my face, but you can't remember what you did last
DB.
night. It's all fun and games still. You try to justify well and daunted. You question the choices in your life. Turn off the billions of victims who reside to this mediocre life. Another's years have all been lost looking for something that you'll never find. It's all fun and games still. You try to justify well and daunted. You question the choices in your life. In your life. When your life. It's all fun and games still. You try to justify well and daunted. You question the choices in your life.
Come on. Shred. I can't believe it. We had a guitar solo. Was that the only guitar solo we've ever had? Let's finish this record off. I don't remember any guitar solos prior to that. Interesting. This guy says, must have gotten off a tour when they recorded this. You can hear in the long screaming parts that Tim sounds exhausted. Interesting. Gethsemane. What does that mean? So carelessly have been suffocated in this breathless moment. Believe in me, and I will believe in you. You're asking of everything, so I'll give it all to you. Come on. When thumbs race to the stars, begging them to listen. When lights return, when scars cut from these olive branches, now point of return. Now crossed in, our hands are shaking. So the guy says you can hear in the long screaming past that Tim sounds exhausted. Was that him at the end there? I thought that sounded horrible. That harsh vocal there sounded fucking horrible. So there we go. That was the 2 bonus tracks. It was alright, held the standard, you know what I mean? It really was nothing new. I think we get to a certain point and we just stop hearing new material, to be honest with you, because they just sort of do the same thing over and over. Not in a negative way, but I'm going to tie it all up with my last comments on the next video, alright? So I'll see you there on the review. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We just listened to the Unraveling by Rise Against. In particular, we listened to the reissue. So there was a couple of bonus tracks on here, tracks 17 and 18, which I assume is added onto the reissue. Aside from that, I assume it was remastered to some extent. I don't know when it was originally put out, but this was 2005, credited to Fat Records. All right. So maybe the original had 16 tunes. I don't really know. But let me talk about it. So it was a good sound. It was a good record. It was energetic. It was high energy, definitely high energy. And it was very consistent, incredibly consistent. It was good. It was good. Now, the downside being, bro, I reckon we could have made this a 9-track or 10-track record. I mean, a lot of it was short, relatively short, sub 2-minute songs. There was so many of them. But the band really is good within the 2-minute 30 to 3-minute upward realm, because they can write a good song. These dudes can write a great hook. They can write a good song. They can write a great, fully furnished song, right? So when they try and do the whole punk rock short thing, I don't think it suits this band as much. It does not suit this band as much. But of course, I'm naive to Rise Against. I do know that their hit songs are their hit songs, and I've heard a few of their hit songs prior to this, and they definitely weren't the short ones. So maybe they sort of ease into where they write their best music after this. Let's just call it the non-reissue and say there were 16 songs on here. There was way too much material because it was all the same. Let's be real, it was all the same. You've heard it all before. Once you've got to track 10, there really is nothing new they can surprise you with. And if there's something new, it's like just such a minor adjustment of what we've heard beforehand, that it just, it's just a bit nonsensical. It's a bit boring in my opinion. That being said, it was a good record. It was well produced. At least the reissue sounded very good. The guitars were powerful. The drummer was definitely a punk rock drummer. The drummer, probably the highlight of the band. Vocal melodies, emotive value. Let's say that's the real highlight of the band. That's the marketing. Right, yeah. But me, I did like the drummer. The drummer wasn't anything, spectacular as far as, embellishments and ornamental value and so forth in the playing, technicality speaking and so forth. But played that hardcore punk very well. Would you call it hardcore punk? Me, personally, I think it errs more so onto hardcore than your traditional punk rock. So yeah, I would say that personally. The harsh vocals, get rid of them. Just keep the melodic, note-hitting, verging on singing vocals. They're a lot better. Still as powerful, just more pleasing to hear. The harsh vocals, just a bit meh to me. Thought they sounded a lot like Luke Holyover, Sick of It All, and that's where a preference thing comes in, because I don't really think too much of that guy's vocals either. I don't think much of Sick of It All, to be honest with you. So I just think it's a personal preference and taste. That being said, it was an okay record. It was an okay. If I'm going to rate this record, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. If I was younger, I'd give it higher rating. If I was younger, I'd give it a higher rating because it touched me more. But me, right now, as a grown man, I listen to it and I think I'm not really picking. You're not giving me a strong message. Lyrically speaking, I'm not reading the lyrics. I don't care to read for the lyrics. But what I can hear of the lyrics, I'm not getting anything from it. There's not enough direct value, and the music is the music. I mean, it's very easy to just get stuck in your 3-chord punk rock and hope for the best. And if you accommodate that alongside not saying much at all, it's just, it's McDonald's music. You know what I mean? It's easily produced, easily manufactured, so to speak. Do I think it's real punk rock? I don't know who these dudes were at this point. It sounds just as punk rock as when I listen to Pennywise and all them bands alike. So I would say yeah, probably. But it's not controversial, is it? There's no real edge to this band that you can find elsewhere, which I like. I do like a bit of edge. But yeah, I'm going to sign out on that one. I'm happy to move on with more Rise Against because I'm sure they do have a great big fan base who want me to do so. And if you are part of that, let me know. I'm signing out.